Hey, what's going on? It's That Leaf here, and today I'm going to be doing a short video regarding the election. You see, Election Day comes every 2 years in November, specifically on the Tuesday that occurs immediately after the first Monday of the month. On this day, citizens of the United States vote every 2 years for the House of Representatives, every 4 years for the President, and every 6 years for the Senate. Currently in this country, we've got a set of laws said to help counter voter fraud. These are known as voter identification laws. In the 2016 election, there are voter identification laws in 31 out of the 50 states in the country, with West Virginia joining them for the 2018 election. Interestingly enough, Pennsylvania and North Carolina had voter identification laws as well, but had them struck down by the state courts in 2012 and 2013 respectively. Also, Wisconsin's own strict voter identification law is currently undergoing litigation. In any case, those living in the states with voter identification laws will need to know what kind of rules are to be expected in his or her voting place. I've done a bit of research for you all and compiled the information in a manner that I hope will be easy to understand. To begin with, in the 31 states with voter identification laws, they're actually split amongst 4 different levels of identification law. The levels are as follow. At level 1, states at this level request identification at polling places, but they may not necessarily need a photo identification. Acceptable forms of non-photo identification may include a bank statement with your name and address on it, or even a social security card. 15 states with voter identification laws are at this level. States that are at level 2 will request photo identification. As stated before, this usually comes in the form of a driver's license, state identification card, or military identification card. However, in states like Florida and Alabama, they can accept items like a passport or student identification from a college campus. These 2 states, among 7 others, are at this level of identification law. Level 3 is where we start to see more stringent rules regarding voter identification. States at this level will have strict non-photo identification laws in effect. Here, you are required to have some form of identification, but not necessarily one with a photograph. Only 2 states are at this level, Arizona and Ohio. It should be noted, however, that if you fail to provide identification at either state, you will have to fill out a provisional ballot and return to your polling place or to election officials to prove your identity. This must be done within 5 days after the vote for Arizona and 7 to 10 days in Ohio. Last but not least, we have level 4. States at this level have a strict photo identification law in effect. What this means is that you absolutely must bring a form of photo identification in order to be able to vote. If you fail to do so, you will instead fill out a provisional ballot. Afterwards, you must bring a form of identification to election officials within a set time period, usually between 2 to 6 days, depending on the state, in order for your vote to count. Currently, only 8 states have this level of identification law in effect. It should be noted, however, that states like Mississippi and Tennessee allow voters to have an exemption to the voter identification law. Basically, they can file an affidavit if their tribe or religion objects to photography or having pictures taken like the Amish. And those were the 4 levels of voter identification law in effect in the United States. Now, if you need more information regarding your state's voter laws, or if you need to figure out where you can get a state identification card or driver's license, I provided links to the information down below. But in any case, regardless of who you vote for or whether you choose to vote at all, I thank you all for watching this video, and I wish you all a safe and happy election day.